Hey everybody, Rosemary here, and welcome to part 12 of my Master Detective Archives Raincoat Let's Play. Last episode, we ventured into the second Mystery Labyrinth, or I guess the third one, the third Mystery Labyrinth, and this is a very confusing one, the trying to discover who the culprit is behind Karen's death. My prediction, my guess, is that all of the girls have something to do with it, because it seems like it's a situation where all of them seem to have a reason why they couldn't be the murderer, but also reasons why they could be the murderer. And maybe they're all working together, or maybe all of them were trying to take her out and accidentally, caused a situation. It's almost like a firing squad situation where nobody knows exactly who's the one behind the death. I don't think that's the case. I think they are all in on it. The big clue for me was the fact that all of the girls, except for Karen, seem to be friends with Aiko. And we haven't even got really to Aiko's death yet. That was the whole mystery that started this. I'm guessing Karen had something to do with it. And maybe this is revenge. It's the girls, figuring out that she had something to do with Aiko's death and wanting revenge for it. And maybe being able to also get a leg up in the theater club as well as a bonus. And maybe they're all just playing dumb when they're accusing each other of murder, or it's a situation where they're in over their heads and they don't want to take the fall for it. So that's my thought anyway, but yeah, this one, it feels like there's no clear-cut answer right now, and we're quite a ways in. So hopefully we'll be able to finish the Mystery Labyrinth today, and we will get to find out who the actual killer is. So only one way to find out. Let's continue on, and let's see what happens next.
Alright, time to start over. Which route do you want to pick?
Okay, so we last left off, we've done these two. How was the poison mixed into the glass, and how was the poison brought to the theater hall? So it's a situation where the first one, I think it had to do with... I've already forgotten their names. And then the second one was the girl who was in charge of the lights. Or no, I'm guessing it's this one here. That's the last one is... oh, god damn it, I've forgotten their names. Hold up. Solution keys. Actually... we should go with profiles. That makes more sense. Okay, yeah, so Yoshiko's was the first one. Warana was the second one, I believe, where it's we got into more information about that. And then Korone is the one we haven't really got into much. Or no, sorry, Warane would be the first one about how the poison was mixed into the glass, because it would have to be her, right? Because she was on stage. The poison brought into the theater hall was... Yoshiko, because she was the one who left the theater hall. And how was the poison glass chosen? It's got to have something to do with the lights, right? That's the only thing we haven't covered yet.
You want to go with how was the poison glass chosen?
So all the more reason the fact that there's 3 doors, 3 separate things, 3 of the girls, right?
Jeez.
They all got to be working together.
Everywhere we go is mega creepy. Is there somewhere we can take a break?
Rest wherever you want. In fact, you can rest for all of eternity. Anyway, how did the culprit get the victim to choose the glass with poison in it? The glasses were mixed around on stage after all.
Would you mind telling me the sequence of events that happened when the glasses were shuffled? It's no fair otherwise.
I don't know about being fair, but here's exactly what happened. The Duel of Poisoned Cups scene began around 45 minutes into the performance. At the start, the victim, Karen, brought the glasses and bottle from the shelf that's on the set. Karen then took out the poison vial from her pocket and poured it into one of the glasses. But the vial was just a prop. It didn't have any real poison in it. After that, the glasses were shuffled.
Whoa! What's going on here? It's not like we're trying to find the lost ark or something.
It's all right. We can keep going by solving mysteries.
Right, now concentrate.
I never do well at these. Alright. Okay, so who shuffled the glass? It was both of them.
This must be it.
They both took turns.
The 2 people on stage who took turns shuffling the glasses were... Waruna and Karen.
Who chose a glass first? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I think Karen was the one who chose first.
Must be it.
And then she, yeah.
The first person to choose a glass was Karen.
Which glass had the poison?
This must be it.
That was easy enough.
Waruna placed her mouth on a glass, but she didn't die. Which means only the glass Karen chose contains poison. This way!
I thought I was done for.
Yeah, quit being lazy and get a move on. Hey, are you sure that only the glass Cotton took had poison in it? Isn't it possible both of them were
Did
poisoned?
Warna have like something in her mouth that...
Waruna drank from the other glass and didn't die.
Or did she just pretend to?
That has to mean only Karen's glass had the poison.
Then how did the culprit get Karen to
This
pick
is
the
where we
glass
get...
with the poison?
It's gotta have to do with the lights.
Well, maybe the culprit wasn't after Karen specifically. They didn't care who wound up drinking the poison.
I'm not sure about that. I think Karen absolutely was the target.
Yeah, there she is. As I expected.
Whoa! Here it comes! Hey! This one's a cutie. She's totally my type. Ah, my heart. I am in love.
Well, he acts like he's never
Let me
seen
tell
her
the
before.
truth. The culprit is Waruna.
Seriously? Thanks for telling us.
You're so gullible. She's obviously lying.
You serious? That was a
And now they're trying to pin it on each other. They all have something to do with it. They're trying to pin it on each other.
It's no lie. Waruna
The thing
knew
is,
this glass was poisoned.
If all of them have something to do with it, all of them are technically telling the truth when they say that another one of the girls is behind the murder, right?
Either the glass with the poison was filled just a bit higher up, or she marked the right glass beforehand. Knowing that, Waruna prompted Karen to select the glass which contained poison.
Prompted her? How?
Only the two of them were on stage. She could guide Karen through the scene. Before or after each line of dialogue, she could have easily signaled her with gestures or glances.
Yeah, that checks out. I don't think she's saying anything super questionable.
The glass?
Could this be?
Did Warna know which glass had the poison? Ooh, interesting
Get it?
question.
We have to pick the right one.
I mean, she must have. If she was behind the plan, she wasn't just gonna drink a glass without knowing.
I'm counting on you, Yuma.
Right.
I'll say yes.
This way!
Oh, she didn't. Oh, well, there, that? Interesting. That kind of puts a damper on my... So maybe Warna wasn't behind. Wait, this just throws everything... Or... Hold on. This could be a situation where Warna probably... Okay. She didn't necessarily know which glass had the poison. She knew the glass had been poisoned, but she probably needed her to guide her with the light. So, like, because they kept shuffling it, right? So maybe there was no discernible way of knowing which light it was, but somehow she knew Karade, or is that her name? Like, which one it was, and she kind of guided Warna to it. Because otherwise, if Warna had no idea, then I'm like, well, shoot, then maybe she's not behind this.
Why, it's that glass! I told you Waruna is the culprit! Why?
Wait, don't cry. I'm completely helpless against the woman's tears.
Yeah.
But Karin filled the glasses. Water now wouldn't have been able to tell which one had poison just by the amount of liquid.
We still need to figure out how it was poisoned, though. That I'm not sure about.
Well, how about marking the glass itself?
No. The prop master testified that there wasn't a single mark on either glass.
No, they were spotless. We can't let anything happen to the glasses our actors use.
No, really? I'm surprised you investigated that much. Are you sure you're a rookie, Yuma?
It was all thanks to your forte.
So it's thanks to me. I knew it.
I didn't lie!
It could just be a matter of lying by omission, right? Like, if you go over their statements, maybe none of them are really lying. Or they're, like, telling half-truths.
Everyone else is lying! Why won't you believe me?
The Mystery Labyrinth is a reflection of the real world, right? Then maybe what she's crying about is...
A reflection of the real world.
Then she must have grown up surrounded by a bunch of scumbags. That's it. I'll warm her up with my charisma once we're back in the real world.
Except you won't remember any of this.
That is exactly what a scumbag would say.
I'm surprised we didn't have to fight her there. Although, I mean, not to say that won't happen at some point.
Anyway, the two glasses got shuffled, right? So the odds were 50-50. Maybe she just relied on luck. If she hit her target, perfect. If not, who cares?
I doubt it.
But it's impossible to get the victim to pick a specific glass after shuffling them. Man, why did the culprit even do this? It's way too much trouble to pull off a murder in the middle of a performance.
That's exactly why they did it.
That's it. Maybe there's a reason why it had to be done during the play.
Huh? What do you mean?
The culprit had to make the victim choose the poison glass on stage for some reason. If that's the case, there could be a trick involving the stage
The
itself.
lights. It's the lights. Alright, here we go. This is what it's been leading up to. How did the culprit make Karen choose the
now we
poison
gotta
glass?
prove how the poison glass was picked. You got this, Yuma?
Yeah, I'll do my
This
best.
is one of the things I feel confident about. Watch me be wrong. I've been wrong about a couple of things so far. Well, there's the lights right there. I mean, we have to point it out, right? Yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Wait, mistake? What?
You mean somebody on stage gave the signal?
No, the two of them on stage couldn't.
No, I was
that
selecting the
means that-
lights. Oh, do I have to scroll up? I'm guessing. Ah, yes, there we go. Okay.
Here.
I was so confident, and yet I still picked the wrong answer. But I knew what I was supposed to do.
That's right, the spotlight. The culprit used the spotlight to get Karin to select the poisoned glass.
The spotlight? How?
The culprit told Karin to take whichever glass the spotlight hit first. As a matter of fact, Karin's script had a note written in her own handwriting. It said, "Take the glass the spotlight hits first."
No way!
The table was directly under the catwalk with the spotlight. So from here, you could see how the shuffling was done.
If you know that much, then it's pretty much solved.
Gee, I wonder who it could be.
It can't be me. It's not me.
Wait, so is Karen behind everything? I still think that they're all behind it. They all had their job to do. Although Warren, I'm like, what would she have done?
Someone who managed the lighting during the performance indicated the poison glass to Cotton.
Like, Yoshiko, she left, and then there was a whole thing about the glass being in her locker. And then there was Korone, who was controlling the lights, but I'm like, what would Warren, what would her task have been? Maybe to swap out the glasses while it was dark? I don't know.
Kurone! She was in charge of the lights on the catwalk!
Now they're gonna blame her again, yep. Here we go.
I knew it was you!
Whoa, what's going on?
I always thought you were gloomy and creepy, but I didn't think you'd actually murder someone. On top of that, you used the sacred props from our play. I knew you'd murder someone one of these days. Why don't you take responsibility and just die? Everything would be better if you just disappeared.
I didn't do it. I'm not the culprit. No, it's not supposed to be like this. Why can't everyone be nice to me? Not the culprit. Please believe me. Wouldn't have committed the crime.
You're the worst, Kurone. You used the sacred stage for murder.
Ah, damn it,
You
why do
slipped the
I
poison
do
into
that?
the
Why do
glass,
I keep
didn't
running
you?
into it? Okay, slip the poison into the glass. Okay, I'm guessing it's gonna be the lighting staff, because they talked about how, like, nothing unusual happened. She went up to the catwalk before the play, stayed there for the duration. It was Korone's idea to shine the spotlight on the wine glass after the shuffling scene. The costumes were given a final check and the wings right before the performance. It would have been impossible to hide something under them. See, that's another thing is, like, once again, I don't know that yet about, like, what is going on with the,
You knew which glass.
how the poison
Just
got
shine
put in
the
there.
spotlight on it. Kurone is the culprit after all.
I'm guessing that was Warano's job, was to get the poison there somehow. Oh wait, no, didn't you already prove Korone got Karen to choose the poison glass? So doesn't that make Korone, why am I saying her name like that? Korone the murderer?
But
Could she really have done it? Could she have planted the poison? Oh yeah, it wasn't, they talked about it last episode actually, I think, about, like, the whole thing about the poison was there was the, like the paintbrush, I think, that was in the science lab. Because they were thinking, like, if it could have been the water gun, and that's what I was thinking. But the paintbrush could have been used. Korone's actions during the play might give us some clues. Check the solution keys again. Oh, the spinning is hurting my head.
Not the culprit. Please believe me.
How about that?
Wouldn't have committed the crime.
You're the worst, Kurone.
Oh wait, I have the wrong thing.
You used the sacred
I don't want the costume stuff. I want the lighting staff testimony.
stage for
Whoops, I
murder.
almost had the wrong thing.
You slipped the poison
Here
into
we
the
go.
glass,
This is gonna be it
didn't
right
you?
here.
this is the truth! The poison is neutralized after 30 minutes, but the murder occurred 45 minutes into the play. In other words, the poison had to have been poured into the glass after the play began.
That's where Yoshiko came in, right?
But Kurone was up in the catwalk even before the play started. She was up there the whole time, too. If that's the case, it's impossible for Kurone to have poured the poison.
Oh, everyone's gone.
Wait, what's going on? Kurone isn't the culprit? Didn't you say Kurane used the spotlight to get Karen to pick the poison glass?
Yes, but she couldn't have poured the poison into the glass herself, which means she can't be the culprit.
If this is the case, if you have a situation with that, is like, if you've got a bunch of people who were behind it, who is truly the murderer, right? It's just like, it's not like they did it with their own hands, right? Like, they didn't physically do anything. So I guess if they're all in on it, right, they all are going to be culpable. Does that mean, like, after this is done, are they all just going to, like, just die right in front of us? That's going to be crazy. That's in the span of, what, 6 months? That's Aiko, Karen, and 3 others. That's 5 girls dead. That's definitely going to cause issues in the school. That's going to be really hard to cover up, especially because a lot of them are like daughters of Amaterasu employees. People are going to have some questions.
So that means the culprit is... I don't get it at all! I give up!
It's either all of them or
Keeps
none of
going,
them.
So let's think about it as we go.
And seeing as they're focusing so much on the 3 of them, I'm guessing it's going to be all of them. I think it's too late in them for them to throw like a random person into the mix and be like, it's actually this person.
That sword sure is sharp, Yuma. Can you cut through anything with it?
The solution blade is effective on anything inside the mystery labyrinth. Anger Master, and he'll cut you in half.
Don't do it, Yuma! You and I are pals, aren't we? My man!
I'd never do anything like that.
Yeah, I know that. I just had a gut reaction to what she said, you know?
Ugh, we could have threatened him into becoming Master's loyal slave.
Alright, that's the end. Okay, so that's it. For now.
What's going on here? It's a dead end.
It doesn't seem like there's a hidden question here. This really is a true dead end.
A true dead end?
It means you can't reach the truth just by answering, how was the poison glass chosen?
Then it was all a waste of time? Well, they should have at least left us a treasure chest or something. Hey, Yuma, it's your fault for picking this route.
What?
Well, reaching a dead end is expected inside a dungeon. Think of it as stamping out one possibility and move on.
Oh, totally. Oh, you are always right, Shinigami.
You change your tune awful quick.
For now, let's head back to where the roots change. Time for a convenient magical spell.
Now that I think about it, wasn't that the 3rd route? What's going on? They're all dead ends!
What does it mean, Shinigami?
It seems that even though we tried to solve every how, we can't figure out who the culprit is.
Oh, come on! Then what was the point of our great adventure?
I've told you this a dozen times already. Even dead ends are precious clues. Because of them, you figured out that examining the murder method won't lead you to the culprit.
I see. So we're still making progress. Great work, Shinigami.
Anyway, we have to view this case from a different perspective.
What's that?
I suppose that's your different perspective.
Whoa.
Okay, that's pretty trippy. Whoa, okay, that's kind of cool.
We're really walking on another side.
Well, if we keep moving, then...
Why did the incident happen? Well, I have my thoughts about that. I think it's revenge.
No fair. Yuma gets to have all the fun.
So if that's the case, then we finally get to go into Aiko. And what happened with her.
Why are you jealous of this?
The question is, why did this happen? I guess we're on the why done it route.
Wait, did White done what now?
It's about the reason why the case occurred. Meaning, this is the route where we seek the motive. Looks like we need to focus on figuring out the culprit's motive from here.
Yeah, I know cases always deal with motive, but wouldn't it have been better to start with this route from the get-go?
Well, we only know this route is important because we cleared out the how routes. That's how it goes when it comes to solving mysteries and dungeons.
Oh, sorry, I guess that's how it is. You're absolutely right, Shinigami.
Let's keep going for now.
Before we figure out the culprit's motive, what kind of person was Karen anyway? Was she cute?
Yes, but more importantly, she was next in line to be star of the theater club. She was considered to be the best actress among the club's current members.
So the culprit was envious because she was so
Yeah,
popular.
see, I feel like that seems
They
like
killed
it's
Karen
the...
so they could become the star
on the
instead.
surface level, that's what you think it would be, but
No,
it's
I don't
deeper
think it's
than
that
that.
simple.
Exactly.
Hey, who are you calling simple?
6 months ago, the leading member of the
There
theater
we
club
go,
also
yes.
died in a separate case.
Top actresses dying one after another? Is their club cursed or something?
The name of the student who died was Aiko. Her death was ruled a suicide by jumping off the school, but Kurumi doubted that was the case.
Kurumi, huh? She's alright.
All right. Anyway, I doubt it's a coincidence for people to die in such quick succession. This case may have been triggered by Aiko's death.
So if we find the truth behind Aiko's death, maybe we can figure out the motive in this case.
The truth behind Aiko's death.
I'm ready for this to be done now. I don't like this. It's hurting my eyes.
Hey, look!
Is that Aiko?
Whoa, she's cute too! Let's go talk to
It's
her.
funny, like, Yuma almost seemed a little bit insulted when Desahiko said that Kurumi was just alright. I was like, maybe Yuma does have a thing for her.
She's about to get a taste of my full and undivided attention.
You can already tell women will be his downfall. Oh well, it's not like you're any better off with yours truly, Master.
Was that Desahiko?
What the?
Come on, concentrate, concentrate!
Yuma, this is bad. The ground's giving way beneath our feet.
Yeah, I can tell.
Aiko!
Hey, let's hurry and catch her. I love the tragic types.
No! We're trying to figure out the truth behind her death.
Good luck, Master!
Alright, let's hope I do well with this one, too. Was Aiko's death 6 months? Oh, come on, we know this. It's a homicide.
This is the answer!
It'd be boring if it was a suicide.
Aiko's death 6 months ago was actually a result of murder.
Where was Aiko murdered? The flower bed, yes, right?
This is the answer!
There's the whole thing with, like, her boots were muddy.
The location of Aiko's murder
The
is...
blood.
the flower bed.
Where I said she just, like, hit her head on the... I didn't believe that. What weapon was used to kill Aiko? Oh, okay, so she was hidden... Ah. Yeah, right? Because there was blood on the brick.
The brick with Aiko's blood on it had a
Yes.
very unnatural splatter pattern.
Yes.
After the culprit hit her with the brick, they returned it to its original position.
Okay. See, I thought when that happened, I thought maybe somebody had pushed her, like someone got into an argument with her and pushed her back, and she like fell back and hit her head on the brick. Not that somebody smashed her in the head with a brick. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, it's Karen. What if it was Kurumi?
Aiko's death was not a suicide by jumping, and Karen clearly lied in her testimony. Karen killed Aiko!
And the girls are getting revenge for Aiko. It's all coming together. I had my thoughts, though.
All right, let's keep following her, Yuma.
I can tell Aiko's death wasn't a suicide from the evidence photos. Her shoes were neatly placed on the roof,
Yep,
but there was
yep.
dirt on them that looked like it came from the flower bed. I think Aiko was told to meet at the flowers behind the school building and then murdered there.
So the shoes were taken to the roof afterwards.
The murder weapon is likely a brick from the flower bed. The brick with Aiko's blood on it had a very unnatural splatter pattern. If she fell from above and hit her head, the bloodstain wouldn't get cut off in that way. I'm sure that after the culprit hit her with the brick...
See, now that I'm seeing the
they returned it
picture,
to
you
its
can
original
tell, yeah,
position.
that it was like, it looks a little bit out of alignment.
But do you have evidence that Karen did it?
If Aiko didn't die from jumping, Karen's testimony makes her highly suspicious. She said she heard something fall.
Yeah, she was
and
the first one
went
to find the body.
inspect it.
Whenever the first person to find the body is
I get
always
it.
a little
Hearing
suspicious.
a sound that never happened means she's obviously lying. Karen lied. And the reason why she lied?
She made it appear like Aiko jumped. If that's the case, then the one who killed Aiko
Oops,
is
I think
Karen.
Let's keep going up. There we go.
She disappeared. Damn it! I can't even help the girl who needs it most.
Help her? She was dead long before you could help her. Anyway, this must be the roof Aiko supposedly jumped from.
Hey, why did Karen kill Aiko? I thought an all-girls school would be more sunshine and rainbows than murder.
If a brick was used as the murder weapon, then it could have been an impulsive crime. So Karen might not have been planning to kill Aiko when she called her there.
You mean they were talking and it turned into a crime of passion? That's so cliche.
Maybe they were discussing their acting careers. They had a disagreement, and it turned to violence.
Well,
The problem
if
is that
this
the two
caused
girls-
The other murder case, then is the motive?
That's what I'm thinking.
Revenge?
I was unfortunate the two girls who are behind the first one are dead, so you can't really ask them. So you just have to
They
assume.
weren't fighting over Aiko's spot. They wanted to get back at Karen for taking it away.
Meaning, the culprit is whoever cares the most about Aiko?
I think the one who cares the most about Aiko might be Kurumi, although Kurumi didn't resort to murder. But I think based on what they said, it seems like Yoshiko. They said Yoshiko was the one who, like, was the most, not obsessed, but like really attached to her.
Then which of the suspects
The problem
is
is,
it?
I think that they're all equal because they all have that picture of them together.
In fact, where do we even go from here? We got the motive, but there's still no path.
This is different from the other dead ends. I think there's a mystery around here.
Something must be hidden here.
I wonder if we have to like jump down. Oh, maybe we do.
Hey, check it out!
Ah, 3 pathways.
Is that the how route we were looking for?
We're so high up. When did this happen?
Master, look over there!
What's that? It doesn't seem connected to anything else.
Which means that could be the Who location.
So the true culprit is over there then? But how do we reach it? It's not connected to any other route.
What, are you freezing up? Scared of heights or something?
Oh, it's not that. About those 3 routes.
A pen? You carry that around with you all the time?
Of course. Who knows when I'll be asked for my autograph? Done. Isn't it perfect? I'm just as good at drawing maps as I am at remembering a pretty face.
This is the how routes when seen from above, right? What about it?
Well, this is a dungeon, right? So maybe there's some secret paths in here.
Secret paths?
I wonder if the way that they're connected like that has anything to do with it. So yellow is Kurane's, red is Warana's, and blues is Yoshiko, right?
See? If you look at it this way, doesn't it all seem like the same road?
They all converge.
You're right. The 3 how routes are connected into a single route all the way to the who room.
That's right, they all had to work together.
Wait, all 3 are connected? That's it! I think I've got it! That's the hidden truth behind the how route. There's only one explanation for how the victim could have been poisoned.
What? Seriously?
Not bad. You finally made yourself useful.
Yay! Shinigami complimented me! I love you, Shinigami! Wasn't I a good boy? I deserve a treat, right?
If you think you've got this, I'll back you up. Lay it all out.
Yay, my favorite mini game. But I have those things to help me out now, so hopefully it won't be nearly as bad. I'm sure Desi will make a comment about her being in a bikini. Alright.
Are you ready to play the Shinigami?
Oh, well, I can tell her right now it's accomplice. Okay, so...
You can do it, Master!
I really wish I hadn't picked the slow one. Okay.
Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Set up!
The game seems to like their accomplices.
Great!
That's right, accomplices! The truth of this case is that Yoshiko, Waruna, and Kurane were all accomplices and committed this crime together!
Accomplices? But don't they hate each other's guts?
They're actors. They're
I realized
actors.
it once you drew this
It's
map, Desiyo.
acting. It could just be they legit were just acting, or it could just be that they're like, okay, don't talk to each other after this happens. We have to like just not talk to each other. This never happened.
The 3 how routes that we explored were all dead ends. Each of them were suspects, but they were all ruled out because of certain details of the case. That makes sense. If we look at them separately, we get dead ends. But by connecting all 3 routes like this, and looking at it as a single criminal act, it clearly becomes one path forward.
They were accomplices that committed a single crime.
This murder would have been impossible to commit alone. We figured that out during the how route. But if the three of them worked together, they could make it possible.
What's this?
I guess we're supposed to break the wall? Sounds like fun! I'm in!
It's all thanks to my help, don't you think? And don't you forget it.
You're the one who's going to forget it.
Anyway, let's check it out. We have to make sure we're on the right track.
By separating the hows, the three of them divided up the tasks that needed to be done to pull off the murder. Don't you think so, Yuma?
Yeah, I think it's the only way. Huh?
You sure sound confident.
How did the three work together to pull off an impossible
And now,
crime?
there's a new problem to solve. We have to expose the secret behind their complicity. How exactly they cooperated together and the timeline of the crime.
Got it. The timeline, huh? Then the first thing to discuss is...
Okay. Oh, geez, do I have to do this in order?
We just have to follow the sequence of events, right? So we gotta figure out where the poison came from.
Okay. So yeah, the poison... Okay. Now here's the thing. The poison would have been... Okay. Alright. Now here's the thing. Was the poison... I guess we're going in here first. My thing is like, yeah, the timeline of like when the poison got mixed in with the glass. That I'm still not completely sure about. Or like how the glass ended up on stage.
How was the poison brought to the theater hall? You sure about that?
Yes? Because that would have been the first thing.
Let's start with the poison being brought to the theater hall. Their conspiring began with how was the poison brought to the theater hall.
It's a route we already explored to the very end, so let's blast through it!
Hey, wait! The only person who could have brought the poison to the theater hall was... Yoshiko, right?
Yeah, the poison neutralizes after 30 minutes, so it had to be brought into the theater during the show. As the production assistant, only Yoshiko could have done it. Looking back, the reason they chose poison as the murder weapon was to establish an alibi.
The poison was only active for 30 minutes, which gave the other girls an alibi.
Yoshiko went to the lab for the poison as soon as the performance began. She had the extra glass hidden in her bag, and after she brushed poison onto it, she put it back in her bag and returned to her seat in the front row as if nothing happened.
So the pass-off must have happened during the time when it was blackout, right? She was sitting right up near the front. So Waruna would know where she was, so maybe somehow in the dark she was able to, like, grab the glass from her?
The problem is, what happened next?
We're here! You're up, Master!
Yeah.
What did Yoshiko do with the poisoned glass after bringing it? She would have handed it to Waruna, right? And would have been like, when did she hand it to Waruna?
Isn't this the how was the poison mixed into the glass root? Wow! It really connected!
Alright, let's keep going and reach the truth!
Whoa! Again? Hey, you said Yoshiko handed the poison glass over to Waruna, but Waruna was performing on stage, right? How could she receive the glass while on stage?
The only time I can think of is when they turned off the lights. Yoshiko sat on the right edge of the front row close to the wings, where the actors enter and exit from scenes. She probably stood up when the lights went out and left the poisoned glass near the right wing. Even if she couldn't get on stage, she could at least do that within 5 seconds. Then, Warna picked up the glass and hid it under her costume. The costume check happens before the performance.
Okay.
So she got around that by receiving the cup during the performance.
I love this moment where they have, like, they break it down.
I see. So they passed the baton during the 5 seconds the lights were out.
The two of them must have rehearsed it as much as the rest of the play.
But what happened after that? Suppose Waruna did get the poisoned glass. How did she swap it with the real glass while the play was still ongoing?
A few moments after the blackout, there's a scene where Warna approaches the shelf. It only lasts 2 or 3 seconds, but Warna's hands on the shelf are completely hidden from the audience. At that moment, Warna could have switched out the original glass with the poisoned one.
So they used the play itself for their seemingly impossible crime. Talk about guts. This is something only thespians could pull off. Shinigami? Isn't there a safer way down?
Master, hurry up and break this one down too!
Right.
How was the poison glass chosen? Well, Korone. Now the thing is, how would she know which one was which, right?
All right, we got this one too.
Only a bit more! Let's keep going!
Wait, can't we take a break?
Maybe they like signaled to Korone which one was the, or she would have seen it all from the top.
This
She
is the
would have
final
seen
one.
which one Warne
How was the poison
replaced,
glass chosen?
or Warna replaced.
From here, it's exactly as we solved it before. Kurone told Kaden beforehand to take the glass the spotlight hits first. And then, after confirming the poisoned glass from the catwalk above, the spotlight was pointed directly at it.
And that's the method behind the murder weapon.
Method? Sounds more like madness if you ask me.
That solves this mystery. We've almost reached the truth.
Seriously? That's terrible.
Huh? Why?
Because I haven't gotten Shinigami to fall for me yet.
That's not gonna happen, even if you stay here for 100 years. In fact, I basically hate your guts.
You know, beyond the hate, there could be
Yeah.
love.
What do they say? It said the opposite of love isn't hate, it's apathy.
It's kind of like traveling the globe. You and I can go in opposite directions, but eventually we'll meet.
That's a stretch.
I feel sick.
This is the last wall.
Who
Master,
murdered
Are
Kaden?
you ready? Let's solve this thing!
Right.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have, we're gonna have 3 dead girls after we come back from the Mystery Labyrinth.
And behind that door is the Who Room. We
I wonder
finally
if
made it.
Kurumi, I mean, that's
Time to end this, Master.
if Yuma figures out, yeah, he knows what's about to happen. He knows that the 3 of them are gonna die after this. I wonder if Kurumi is going to feel guilty about that. Like, I mean, I doubt that Yuma's going to explain to her, like, hey, I go into this Mystery Labyrinth thing, and then, like, the people who end up being behind it end up dying, and I wonder, like, Kurumi would feel so guilty being like, she got her answer, but, like, the girls were sticking up for Aiko, and now they're dead because of it. And if she had never asked Yuma to investigate it, that wouldn't have happened. They would have got away with it.
Looks like all the culprits are here. But there. Why do they look so sad?
Boring. You call yourselves the final bosses of the Mystery Labyrinth? Then start acting like it. Might as well guard the truth till the end at this point.
They're guarding Aiko's grave, it looks like.
There.
I wonder if Disco sees. He's like, well, suddenly I'm into giantess. Is that what they're called? Giantess? Just like the really, really tall girls? Like monster girls? I always do badly at this because I never can get the damn controls.
Let's do this, Master! No. Stop! No, there weren't any accomplices! Neither Marna or Kurine! Stop! There's no reason for us to team up!
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I figured it was gonna have that to do with it, that one.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
I bet that's probably gonna be the answer for all of them, is just showing the picture of each of their pictures with Aiko. Yeah, Yuma, you can tell he's like, I don't want to do this. About, like, sometimes solving the mystery is just like you get to an answer that you don't want to get to.
Shut up!
Ah! Damn it, every time. Kick.
I did it all alone! I don't know about the others.
And now they're defending each other. Oh, man.
Don't come any closer! There's nothing connecting us!
Yep, and we are gonna have to show the picture over and over again.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
You did it! Great job!
That's right.
Here I go!
I wonder if all the future mysteries are going to be like this, where it's just like a morally gray area, where he's just like,
Go away!
they had their reasons for doing it.
Stop telling lies! Please, leave me alone! Shut up! We have nothing to do with each other!
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
What's going on here? I thought they hated each other.
No, that probably isn't true.
It's called acting.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
If you put together the 3 photos they each have,
What? So they're all in the same picture?
that's the truth.
No need for mercy! Let's do this, Master! No! 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 Stay away! Stop messing with me! Oh no! Stop! 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 Stop it! Get away from me! Please! Go away! There is no bond between us!
I like the way they did that. That they'd all connected together to make the one picture.
This is the truth of the case! Huh?
I wonder if this is going to be the one where Yuma's going to have his doubts about, like, you know, is it always good to solve the mystery if it means killing off people who had their reasons for it? And I know everybody thinks they have a reason for murdering, but, like, they're definitely the most sympathetic ones so far. This one definitely doesn't feel like it a big accomplishment. This one, it feels very bittersweet to find the truth.
This is just a guess. But you three weren't actually on bad terms with each other, were you?
It's acting, my dear boy,
In
exactly.
fact, it was all an act to get revenge for Aiko. You all cherished the same picture with her. It was originally a single photo of you all together, with Aiko in the middle. You were all close friends.
And when you connect the pictures together, everyone is there, smiling. So, why?
Come on, we've got work to do before you get all sappy. Let's go. One more push and we'll be done with this labyrinth.
What would a hero do? A real defender of justice would defeat evil here and now and be done with it.
He's like, this isn't evil.
But I'm no hero. All I want is the truth. And the truth is right here. So why go any further? Will solving this mystery really make anyone happy?
Master, do you sympathize with them? That's not something a detective should do. Your job is to solve mysteries, isn't it?
If, what's their name was here? Halara was here, be getting a big smack.
If so, you have to expose the truth. You have to prove it in a way anyone can understand and anyone can see. Detectives aren't defenders of justice, they're defenders of truth.
Defenders of truth.
A detective must never overlook a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed. A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. It's easier said than done. Yuma, if you can't do it, I can take your place.
No, I'll do it. I'll take responsibility. I'll see this through.
Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, shit, I just wanted to... Damn. Okay. I just wanted to read the thing. What weapon did Karen use? Do we even have that right now? I don't think we do. Oh, no, we do. A brick. What was Aiko's cause of death disguised as? Okay, so we don't have that one yet. Where was Yoshiko headed? What did Yoshiko apply to the glass? What did Warana do? Okay, I think we've got that with swapping the glasses. Yeah. What did Korone use to guide? Karen? Spotlights. Why did Karen take the poison glass? Because of the script. Okay, so we don't have that yet. That's going to be the very last one.
Step right up! Step right up! A tragedy that struck an academy's stage. The death of a high school girl casting a shadow over 4 bickering theater club members. Truth bombs are about to be dropped! Time for the deduction denouement!
This case begins with Aiko's death 6 months ago. Aiko was thought to have committed suicide by jumping off the roof. In truth, Cotton murdered her.
The shoes left on the roof had dirt on them from the flower bed at the crime scene. The bloodstains on the bricks were also unnatural, and it was obvious that an amateur had faked it.
If it wasn't a suicide, it would contradict Cotton's testimony. However, she didn't originally intend to kill Aiko. It was a crime of passion.
So they got into an argument, Cotton saw red, then boom? Women are so scary.
Yoshiko, Waruna, and Kurane probably realized the truth behind what happened. The 3 teamed up to avenge Aiko. They used the dress rehearsal to commit this crime.
Regardless of the reason, getting together to plan a murder is pretty crazy.
Yoshiko, in the audience, was to bring the poisoned glass into the theater hall.
Once unsealed, the poison is harmless after 30 minutes. So she went to the lab 15 minutes after the play
Still,
began.
that's a pretty crazy, like, she was even a minute off. If there was anything that happened, it would not have worked.
The poison container is too big to transport unnoticed, so she applied it to the glass in her bag with a paintbrush.
It's pretty, amateur of her to leave it behind, though.
Thus, the poisoned glass was created. She brought it back to the theater hall, then went on standby at the right end of the front row.
Waruna, who was acting on stage, was to switch out the poisoned glass.
During the 5-second blackout 30 minutes into the play, Yoshiko placed the poisoned glass in the wings. Waruna, on stage, retrieved it and hid it under her costume.
Then, in the scene where she approaches the shelf, she exchanged the glass there with the poisoned one.
Switching in the murder weapon on stage while everyone is watching? What a pervy exhibitionist!
What's perverted about that? And Kurane, on the lights, would guide Cotton to take the poisoned glass.
Then came the duel of poison cups! The 2 glasses on the shelf had juice poured into them. Cotton and Waruna shuffled them in a way the audience couldn't see.
But Kurane, who was on the catwalk directly above the stage, saw exactly which glass held the poison.
That is stressful, though. If Courtney makes even one mistake, it all goes wrong.
She confirmed the location of the poisoned glass and shone the spotlight on it first.
Cotton drank from that glass 45 minutes after the start of the play. Winner, winner! Poisoning complete! That was so long! Good job!
Kurane told Cotton of a change in stage direction, where the victim was to take the glass the spotlight hits first. Cotton followed this instruction to take the poisoned one. The whole sequence of events for this crime would have been impossible for a single person. Their cooperation was also a means to conceal their involvement. But I can't shake the feeling that there was some other reason behind it.
The ruthless, disgusting criminals who conducted this murder are... Yoshiko! Waruna! Kurane! You are the killers! Wait, what?
They may have pretended to always be at odds with one another, but deep down, they were bonded through their shared admiration for Aiko. my answer! Was there really no other way? Was there no way to prove Karen did this without killing her?
That's not possible. Not in Kanai Ward. The Peacekeepers bend the truth whichever way they want to. The three girls couldn't get justice from them, which led to this crime.
But it doesn't make it right! How long did you put on an act for this?
Aiko was our sunlight. Wherever she went, we were meant to be there with her. She was everything to us. We were together ever since we were young. Her dream was our dream.
We were nothing special. But she called us her rivals. Those words encouraged us to carry on. But now she's gone. Everything's hopeless now.
The three of us investigated Aiko's death. I used my parents' connections to view top-secret case files.
And Korone had, like, that book of all of the, like, newspaper clippings and stuff, right?
But no matter what we did, the Peacekeepers refused to reopen the case. Because Karen's father is a big shot at Amaterasu Corporation.
That's why we had to do it ourselves. We wanted revenge.
Revenge became everything for us. And to get it, we pretended to fight amongst ourselves. We are actors, after all. But we don't have to anymore, right? We don't have to keep this up. We put on quite a show. Didn't we, Aiko?
This leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Then again, most cases do. But that's the end. We can finally return to the real world.
Yasuhiko doesn't know what's going to happen. He doesn't know they're going to die.
I hope the girls open up like that in the real world too.
About that.
No, I don't think they can.
Huh? Why is that?
And Yasuhiko's gonna have no idea because he's gonna forget everything that happened here.
Oh, also, where's Shinigami?
Right here.
Well, what do you think? Did you fall in love with me? I know you did. You must have, yeah?
I already told you. I will never fall for you. You're seriously getting on my nerves. You're annoying and exhausting.
Yasuhiko?
Did you think I was serious? I was just testing the bond between you two.
Our bond? It's more like a curse, at least to me.
Right. I was just testing. I wasn't serious at all. I didn't get rejected, okay? I did.
All right, just calm down.
Anyway, let's do it. Time to exterminate the souls of the true culprits and destroy the mystery labyrinth.
Wait, Shinigami, do we really have to do this? I mean,
They're murderers. The reason why doesn't matter. I make my living reaping the souls of criminals. Because I'm Shinigami. Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case. Death to all deplorables. We're into the final mystery labyrinth! Stars shining, crystal glorious, stellar spiral!
When did you...
Huh? What the? Wait, what just happened?
Oh, hold on. Let's all calm down.
What? What's going on?
I knew it.
The evil murderers have been expunged once again! Oh, right! I got one more job to do.
Oh, Timberlake, we did it. We murdered them. Okay, night night.
Excuse me, everyone. The culprits behind this incident were Waruna, Karen, and myself. All three of us conspired to poison Karen. The way we got her to ingest the poison was...
Line.
I don't know what you people have done, but next time it won't go your way. Remember that.
Did you see that? She was staring at me the whole time. She's gotta be in love with me. Oh, fine. I guess she can keep the piece of my love as well. Hey, what's got you so down? All three of them just died out of nowhere. Nobody's to blame for that. There's no reason for either of us to feel guilty.
Seems like all the memories from the mystery labyrinth are completely gone. Master, we're in the clear. All three of their deaths won't be your fault now.
That's not what I'm worried about.
Yuma!
I wonder if he's just gonna keep getting, like, each time he kills people, it's just gonna affect him more and more.
Kurumi?
Thank you for saving me. I knew you'd come to the rescue.
Anyway, are you alright? The Peacekeepers didn't harm you, did they?
No, I'm fine.
Hey, Yuma? I don't want to get in the way of this tearful reunion, but maybe we should get out of here. It'll be trouble if the Peacekeepers come back.
I wonder if the only reason Desahiko is not going after Kurumi is he thinks she's mid. Like, he literally was just like, she's okay. I was like, she's no less pretty than all the other ones, in my opinion. I don't get it.
Oh, right. Let's leave then.
Maybe he was just being nice and saying she's just alright because he thinks that, like, the two of them got something going on.
I'll go on ahead to the agency and put in a good word for you. I don't really get how it all ended, but I have a hunch. Yuma, you did all the work, right?
Huh?
Guess he's got good intuition.
Looks like I won't be calling you Rookie from here on out. Let's keep working together, my man. Mind your manners as you walk your girl home.
Yuma?
Huh? What is it?
This tension. Don't tell me. Is this where they make babies? Did something happen? You seem down.
Oh, well...
I mean, I did just see 3 people die in front of me. I feel like I'm surprised Kurumi's not more affected by, like, you know, she doesn't know why they did it. Is he gonna tell her the reason why they killed Karen?
Although the case was solved, 3 lives were lost.
Right. I didn't expect Yoshiko and the others to.
I'm assuming that they said why, so Kurumi probably knows why they did it.
Could it be that their deaths are related to your forte?
Oh, she's pretty sharp.
What?
Wow, we've got another sharp one. Master, I hope you know this, but if you say anything about our contract... Oh, sorry for saying something so strange. I know I'm off, right? Even if that were the case, you'd never tell me.
Hey, Kurumi. There's somewhere I want to go. Will you come with me?
Huh? Sure, I guess. Wow! What a nice view! It's like a secret hideout. I didn't know that Kamasaki had a place like this.
Please, help me save this city.
Save this city, huh? I managed to save Kurumi by solving the case, but I killed those 3 girls. I'm responsible for their demise. If I had let the peacekeepers deal with it, at least their deaths could have been prevented. What exactly did I even solve? It's not a true solution if we can't save everyone. What I gained in exchange for my memories isn't some convenient, mystery-solving tool. It's literally the power of a death god.
What are you musing about? You can't reclaim the past, and you're not gonna get your memories back either. In the end, you just have to accept it.
Accept it?
Instead of believing in some vague thing like justice, just believe in the truth. They say there's only one truth, and there's only one type of person who can find their way to that truth. Detectives.
Even if I have to sacrifice others to find it, I should let so many people die for the truth?
Master, you keep going to extremes. It's part of why you're a greenhorn. Seems like you still have much to learn under my guidance.
So what was his reason for bringing Kurumi here in the first place? Is he going to confess to her? I mean, he can't tell her about the truth of his forte.
What is the truth? Why did I become a detective to seek it?
It must be weird for Kurumi. He's just kind of just being silent and not talking to her.
Yuma?
Exactly, like, whoa.
Oh, yes?
I know I already said this, but thank you so much. You are exactly the kind of person I thought you were.
What do you mean by that?
You're my hero.
I'm no hero. I was just trying to expose the truth.
But thanks to you, I was saved. If you weren't around, I wouldn't be here today. That's why a detective who exposes the truth is a hero in my book. If there were more detectives like you in this city, maybe Aiko's death would have been solved earlier. I'm sure things would have been different. Kanai Ward hasn't seen a hero like you in forever. That's why it's always been so dark here. So please continue to be our hero.
I wonder if the game is going to end with, like, a really lame thing, like, all of a sudden the rain is going, like, once we solve the big mystery, the rain will stop and, like, the sun will shine and the flowers will bloom. It's going to be, like, all metaphorical, being like the evil has been eradicated from Kanai Ward.
A hero. Maybe before I lost my memories, I was trying to become someone's hero. This time, there was a steep price to be paid for exposing the truth. But even so, the truth must always be revealed. I want to believe I can save someone. I want to continue being the hero she says I am. Still, I don't want to use Shinigami's powers again.
Don't act like you don't like it, Master. Well, I'm just glad you seem more motivated now. Oh, yeah. We made a promise, didn't we? I said I'd tell you about Kanai Ward's ultimate secret after the case was solved.
Huh? Oh, right.
Hey, you seem like you weren't expecting much. But that's where you're wrong.
I feel like she's gonna be like
Just between you and me,
a reoccurring character after this.
I am Kanai Ward's only informant.
Oh yeah, she definitely is gonna be a reoccurring person here. Maybe we'll even take her in.
Are you serious? A high school girl informant? I'm still a beginner, though. I started 3 years ago after taking over from my grandfather. And now that the Peacekeepers control the city, there isn't much of a demand for information anymore.
No wonder you know so much about rumors. Besides...
I haven't felt this nervous since I was chased by those Peacekeepers.
That also explains why the Peacekeepers were after you. If Kurumi is an informant, maybe she does have some crucial information about Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Kanai Ward, Amaterasu Corporation, Peacekeepers. I have no idea what's in store for me. No point worrying about the future. It is what it is. You don't have a worry in the world, do you, Shinigami?
So, Kurumi, what do you know about Kanai Ward's ultimate secret?
Well, it's likely connected to the top secret research that Amaterasu Corporation is conducting. I think it has something to do with why the unified government approved of Kanai Ward's isolation.
Top secret research? Approved the isolation?
Kanai Ward has always been a city centered around Amaterasu. But there was a lot more freedom in the past. People were allowed to come and go as they pleased. It became an autonomous zone, free from the Yuji's influence only a few years ago. The reason behind it has to do with the top secret research that Amaterasu is conducting.
But what is the research?
I don't know all the details, but it's supposed to be able to change the entire structure of the world. All nations and enterprises worldwide want it. This research is what turned Amaterasu into a major global corporation.
And that research is being done in Kanai Ward?
I think so. It would explain why Kanai Ward's been isolated. It's so their research doesn't leak out. Research that can change the world? If that's true, it's some serious stuff. No wonder #1 of the WDO would risk his neck here.
Do you know any more details about that research?
I do know a little bit. Grandpa risked his life to obtain one piece of confidential information about Amaterasu Corp. And I believe that somehow, it has to be related.
What do you mean?
Research to create a homunculus, an immortal monster.
Okay, wasn't expecting that.
Homunculus? Immortal monster? Now, wait just a minute. Are you serious?
I don't have any proof, but it's a fact that Amaterasu Corporation has previously researched homunculi.
Homunculi? Being researched in this city? Is that Kanai Ward's ultimate secret?
Immortal monsters? Homunculi? It's turned into a fantasy story out of nowhere. Though, I'm sure not one to talk. That's all I know. Well, is my information useful to you? Although, most of it was left behind by my grandpa.
Left behind?
One day, my grandpa just vanished. He's been missing ever since. That's why I decided to take over where Grandpa left off as an informant. So, do you think
So we're totally gonna find out about what happened to her grandpa later, aren't we?
Yeah. This is huge, considering how I had nothing until now.
Really? That's great! I'm actually useful to a master detective!
Oh, about that master detective thing.
Look! That's where my grandpa used to live! That takes me back. I wish I could see him again.
Oh well.
And that's how you'll keep taking advantage of a high school girl, huh?
By the way, Kurumi, why do you think your grandfather disappeared? Could it be the Peacekeepers?
No, I don't think the Peacekeepers have anything to do with it. Grandpa vanished before Kanai Ward became isolated. He was just suddenly gone. But I do believe I'll see him again soon.
What if her grandpa is number one?
Master, forget about some geezer you don't even know. What about this?
Because they talk about how like nobody ever sees number one anywhere, and he was he was investigating stuff. Maybe.
If Amaterasu Corporation is still researching some immortal monster in Kanai Ward, it makes sense why there'd be such tight security. They fear the secret leaking to the outside world. Maybe it even has something to do with the great global mystery that number one mentioned. Speaking
Hey, there we go. Another
what could the great global mystery
connection. Because maybe number one knows about that great global mystery. Maybe that's her
There's too
grandpa.
much stuff we don't know, but you're one step ahead of the other detectives now, yeah? Guess that flat-chested Uggo is kinda useful. Maybe I should stop calling her Uggo now. I'll just call her Flat.
Still gonna hold on to that, huh? I guess this is technically an improvement.
You're gonna keep this info to yourself, right? It'll help you get ahead of the other master detectives.
No, I'll report this to everyone. This isn't something I can deal with alone.
Ugh, how lame. Couldn't you strike a pose and shout something like, "I'm coming for you, Amaterasu"?
That's not my role. All I can do is investigate Kanai Ward's ultimate secret just a little bit further. The rest should be left to the real master detectives to handle.
This is my fault as your mentor for babying you so much. You've become the kind of detective who only relies on others without trying to solve problems yourself.
What's wrong with relying on others?
Thank you so much for today.
The pleasure is all mine.
I'm kinda hungry. Maybe I should go buy a meat bun on the way home.
You like those meat buns too, huh?
Yes, I love them. I eat at least one every 2 days. They're kind of the comfort food of Kanai Ward. It's like I'm instinctively drawn to them. Oh, would you like to join me, Yuma?
No thanks, I'll pass.
I see. Will we meet again?
No, I'm sure we will.
Huh? Yeah, of course.
That's great! If you ever need any information, you can count on me. See you later.
I hope she's okay on her own. I couldn't bring myself to say, I'll walk you home.
Just say it. What are you, 12? You sure you don't want to go back to the agency? Weren't you running an errand a while ago?
You're right! Oh no, I better hurry back.
Homunculus research. I still can't believe it's true. Does it ring a bell, Chief?
Unfortunately, I've never even heard of it. You sure it's not just some rumor?
The way Kurumi explains it leads me to think it's true.
Regardless, there's too little information. We lack anything definite at the moment. Still, it's better than having nothing at all. Well done.
Thank you.
You're like a dog wagging its tail whenever you get complimented.
You were late getting back, but I never imagined you'd get yourself into another mess. Ugh, what the hell is going on? I'm so angry, I'm talking with less!
I'm really sorry.
And your tail gets tucked between your legs whenever you get yelled at.
Setting aside how I nearly died of hunger and that Yuma needs to be put on a leash, you picked another fight with the Peacekeepers! That's the biggest problem here!
And that's not going to stop. I have at least 2 more, because I still have to do one with the girl, the princess girl, and Vivia.
We weren't picking a fight. Besides, we got to expose the truth in the end.
That look on Martina's face was awesome! Right, Yuma?
That's not what I'm talking about! How can you be so relaxed?
There, Lisp Man. Please remain calm.
So, is it true the culprits in that case suddenly died? That makes it similar to what happened in the Nailman case. Moreover, it is also similar in that those involved in each case, like Desuhiko and myself, had their memories wiped. There are too many common traits to call it a coincidence.
The memories related to the case disappear.
For Fubuki, it will be like absolutely like once she goes into the memory, the labyrinth. It's like she can barely remember things that happened to her in the real world. It won't really be much of a difference. I have a feeling she's going to be the one that we do the mystery labyrinth with next.
Perhaps it is due to someone's forte.
You know, it's like, oh crap, even she caught on.
What kind of useless forte would that be? Besides, no one here has an ability like that.
Could another master detective have found their way here?
It'd be one thing if we were anywhere else in the world, but we're in Kanai Ward. This isn't the kind of place some ambitious master detective could barge into by himself. If someone got officially dispatched here, I would know.
Anyway, why are you all looking so glum? The case is closed and we got new information. It's a fantastic step forward. It's springtime and all is right in the world.
Spring? It rains all year long here, and we've had nothing but trouble. Ugh! Just what the hell is going on here?
It's like the hand of death itself.
What's wrong, Vivia?
You know what they say. The greater the detective, the more often they encounter death. Isn't that right, Yuma?
Or maybe Vivia will be the next one. I wonder what his take on all this will be.
That does kind of apply to you, Yuma. In a way, you're like a death detective. Don't take it the wrong way. I mean that as a compliment. But even if it offends you, I refuse to apologize. Apologizing is too much of a hassle.
The Death Detective. You have a cool nickname, Yuma.
No way! I don't want a nickname like that.
Really? But it sounds so awesome!
It seems death has taken a liking to you, Yuma. That's one of your talents in a way.
Sheesh, I'll never understand this guy.
I'll figure out how to discipline Yuma later. For now, we need to come up with a plan to handle the Peacekeepers. You said this case involved Vice Director Martina, right? She's Director Yomi's right-hand woman. I heard she's both his close advisor and his mistress. I'm sure they're gonna make a move somehow. I don't even want to think about it.
What'll they do?
That? Uh-oh.
See? This is what I'm talking about!
So we'll have to find a new place to stay. Maybe we can stay with Kurumi.
Everyone, brace yourselves!
Are you serious?
This is so fun!
The agency is sinking. Where is everyone? Somebody help.
Hey, Master! Snap out of it! Come on!
Kaboom! Oh, it sank all right! This is the bolt of judgment, the fire of purification, a supernova explosion! Hey! Who prepared that torpedo?
Unfortunately, it was I, Martina Electro.
Do they greet each other by their full names each time?
I figured it was you. That wasn't enough firepower! I told you to blow up the whole river and vaporize them, didn't I? Now it just looks like I'm causing chaos. Half-assed executions of the law are nothing but senseless violence. I told you to demonstrate perfect order. Listen to me. A clean and pure execution of the law is overwhelming, absolute, and completely blows everything away without a trace.
I'm terribly sorry, Director Yomi.
No matter. You are my beloved right hand. You only need to remain by my side.
Yes, thank you. I will forever be by your side to serve you.
Thing is, even though you're my beloved right hand, you still need to be punished.
Huh?
You couldn't even solve a case caused by a couple of brats. Not to mention the detectives escaped under your watch. But it's all right. Don't worry. You are my beloved right hand. I won't hurt you. I need you to stay pretty for me forever.
I understand. So, what is my punishment?
See this? It's a recent invention by Amaterasu Corporation called a high-performance presser. It can compress up to 50 kilograms of material and instantly turn it into a cube. Even humans can be turned into pretty little cubes.
Huh?
I'll keep you on my person at all times.
Oh, Jesus.
So you'll always be by
Oh,
my
my
side.
goodness.
You are my beloved right hand.
Please wait! What? You must be joking!
Hey, you! Take my beloved right hand over there.
Director Yomi, please wait! Please, have mercy!
Oh, Martina. There's something I wanted to ask you before you go. What's love? Take her away.
Director Yomi! Director Yomi!
Well, that was unexpected.
All right. Now, let's go find the corpses of those detectives that got blown up.
Damn, are we actually gonna get to see her as a little cube? That's fucked.
Good day, sir. What's that? You don't know? I guess not, since you're still new. That's number one, the leader of the World Detective Organization.
That's him? I had no idea. Why would someone that high up be here underground?
There's a book vault here. It's a secret book vault that only number one can enter with his biometrics. It supposedly contains data from generations of great detectives, sealed books, and so on.
Didn't know that.
Don't even think about going in there, newbie.
Is this a flashback to me? That's gotta be me, right?
Wasn't number one carrying an old book just now? I wonder what that book was.
Yeah, they talked about that book before.
Curious? Well, how about you go investigate? You may
That
be a
looks
trainee,
familiar.
but you're still a detective.
Investigate?
So that was me. I went in and I found that book and I got me a death god.
Kidding. Don't take it so seriously, Yuma.
Is that Yako? It sounds a little bit like him. But then Yako's acting like he's never met Syuma before, so that can't be him, unless his memories got wiped. I don't know. I'm confused. Yeah, snazzy place. Oh, wow.
Wait, where am I?
Beats the hell out of me.
But weren't you by my side the whole time? Don't you know what happened to us? Like that time back at the Amaterasu Express.
I was only able to stay awake back then because we just made the pact and we weren't fully synchronized yet. But that didn't work this time. When you lose consciousness, my vision also goes dark. Actually, do you remember drifting in the river after the explosion? You almost died. Hell, even as a death god, I thought I was gonna die.
This is no laughing matter.
Anyway, because your biological activity stabilized, I was also able to wake up. Everything's a-okay so far. Now, let's go find out where we are. I want to go exploring so bad, my eyes are watering.
That's a bit dramatic. Where are we?
Let's check things out for now.
This is...
Is this a painting? I can't tell what it's depicting at all.
Hmm?
Ah, truly an inspired piece. Shinigami, do you know how to interpret art? Definitely not. I'm just saying whatever pops into my head. Kahaha.
Oh my!
I think this is what is called abstract. Looking at it makes me feel anxious.
Hey!
If it were up to you, Master, what would you title it? Cul-de-sac? Trash. That's uncalled for.
This is...
It's a large TV built into the wall. The power's off, so I can see myself reflected in the screen. Master's thinking of using that giant screen to watch spicy videos. That's not what I'm thinking at all right now. Does that mean you're going to think about it later?
Oh!
It won't open. It's locked somehow.
Say!
Alright, we're kicking it down. I don't have that kind of strength. Alright, let's get out of here. Maybe we're number one's place?
Oh, wow. Who's there?
Oh,
Hi there.
hi?
Nice to meet you.
Hi?
I sure look suspicious, huh?
Alright guys, that's gonna do it for the second chapter. I have to say, I mean, not that I've done many of the missions or the mystery so far, but I think that one was my favorite. I like the setting. I like that it was a much more personal story, and it was a tragic story about a bunch of friends just wanting revenge in a world where they feel like they wouldn't be able to get true justice for their friends, so they had to take things into their own hands. It just shows how dire things are, and like the fact that a bunch of high schoolers who are, you know, very privileged and living good lives, relatively speaking, feel that they can't rely on the peacekeepers or the police to get true justice. So it really shows how far people are willing to go. Unlike the last one where it was just, I don't know, somebody just doing something because they feel like they need to, I guess it was, both of them were kind of cases of people like feeling that they need to take justice into their own hands and punish the wicked. But this was just on a more personal level. It was more emotional. I really like this one. So the next chapter is going to have a lot to live up to. Overall, I thought this was a really good one. I liked how everything came together, where it showed like each person had an alibi in their own way, but if you put it all together, you find out how it could have been pulled off. So overall, just really like this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this one too. Stay tuned next week for the third chapter and for part 13. Until then, bye guys. Special shout out to my top tier patrons: Emily Hornsby, Zoran Ether, Revealing Storm, Asborn Kennedy, Icognito, and Harry Gazif.